Rajesh, what are your questions?
I just have one question. So, you said something when, like the prana, which technique was it? You were just talking about spandan, there is vibration in the prana. So, I was just trying to understand when you're doing Arkanishta prana, right? What do you mean by, my understanding of spandan was very crude, where like, I envision that my breath, like all of my 8 breaths in, let's say, the first stage, even though they are of equal counts, they are not necessarily of equal length, because I start off, sometimes there is more oxygen, there's less oxygen I have to breathe. When you say spandan, or when you say this vibration in your breath, what are you talking about? Is it that or is it something else?
No, it's not the breathing in and breathing out. I think that's what you want. It's not breathing in and breathing out. I think that's what you understood movement of breath as, right? That is his translation of the word spandan. But movement is not the correct comprehension of it. Yeah? See, English language is very limited. So you have to understand the word spandan itself. For example, in this room also there is air. But it is absolutely calm, quiet, pleasant right now. Yes? Similarly, when the prana in the subtle body, the pranic body, when it is calm and subtle, we say you are in sattva. What is the meaning of sattva?
Everything is in listen.
Yes. Means there is no spandan.
It's abstract, like is there something that you can attach it to something, like the pranic body is attached to physical body. So can you attach this spandan concept to something more physical?
No, spandan simply is a turbulence, a movement.
That is what I was trying to say. When you take a breath in, like if you, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, out 6 counts and hold 2 counts. If the breath flow is smooth, in, going out, holding for all 8 repetitions, can something translated to being in sattva? Because I noticed that when my breath is not in, like there are more like this, there are peaks and valleys. So could you translate that into physical world? Or?
Yes, absolutely. So when the prana is very calm, when you are sattvic, your breath is also very calm and smooth. Yes, it has a regular temperature. Yeah? When your prana, there is spandan in the prana. The spandan is either rajas or tamas. Got it? So this actual, what words we have learnt till today, these are of the pranic body. And then their exhibition, the way they express themselves in the physical body, rajas is too much activity in the body. You just can't sit in one place. You cannot meditate. Your mind is full of thoughts all over the place, and that's how your breath is also erratic, very fast, yeah, not smooth, not calm. Got it? And the third is tamas. This also means that the prana is not smooth. Yeah, that means there is spandan in prana. And what is the spandan? Of a dull energy. Absolute dullness. Yes. So it is not just that it's not smooth, but it is absolutely heavy. Yeah? The prana is heavy, it exhibits in a heavy mind, a lazy body, an inactive body. Yeah? So all that is what is spandan. So understand spandan. Spandan is not really equal to the movement of inhalation and exhalation.
Understood that part, but just the smoothness, now you're talking, now it makes more sense. So, to make it more into sattva, so the whole pranayama is to control the breath, like if you literally translate it, it would mean to control the breath. So if you're, I mean, I know I'm 100% doing these breath, so, but if you're 100% focused and controlled, then you can control your physical, and which will translate into rajas and tamas being in that.
Absolutely, absolutely. So that's what these pranayam techniques, all that we did, that whole elaborate session last week of all the pranayam techniques are mentioned in all the scriptures, and in short he goes over them here, saying that that is how your prana will stabilize. And prana stabilizing means the spandan in prana is not happening. Yeah? Means it's like the calm, relaxed air in the room. It's still there, but it's there as if it's non-existent. Yes? That state of prana being non-existent does not happen in our mind really very often. It's those very few moments after Kriya where you're in a complete blank state, nothingness, no thought. For some time you're not even breathing in or out. There's an absolute stillness in mind and body. Yes? That is the state of being free from spandan. Yeah? And that is a very, very rare state. It does not happen even in your sleep. It is not even when you are very calm and happy. It is not there. Because the mind is constantly on, no? This constantly on mind is either here or it's here. Got it? That is the meaning of spandan. And of course this has to be realized at a deeper level. Right now these are all words. Yeah? All this knowledge is just scriptural right now. And to realize it at deeper levels, all these techniques are there. That is why the gap meditation. Why gap? Is in that gap, for a few fractions of seconds, you're not breathing. There's no in, there's no out. Yeah? So when the movement in the breath also ceases, the mind also ceases. So suddenly for a moment there is a pause in this rajas and tamas. Yes? That pause, that absolute stillness brings you closer to the state of sattva. Yeah? And that continuous practice brings about a complete stillness after, of course, after a very good practice. Now, these practices that we are doing for a very short time. Yes, we just do 15 minutes, 10 minutes of pranayama. It's okay in the beginning you do just this much, but understand that yogis meditate for hours together. Yes? So without self-effort, this path is not going to bring any fruits of enlightenment to you. If you are very sincerely walking towards moksha or liberation, you must start making self-effort, purushartha from your side. Not just 20-30 minutes of kriya, more than that. Yes?
I think it makes more sense, like, in a way, like, if you start, like, by the time you actually settle down into that gap or even the pranayama, it takes a few minutes, and suddenly you become done. Okay, now you begin the cycle all over again, Only way it happens is during long kriya where you have an extended amount of time.
Yes, yes. It takes about 15 to 20 minutes for the mind to settle down really. And by the time your Kriya is done. That is why I always say never end at your breathing cycles. Really sit and meditate. That is the time you should actually start observing your breath rather than going all over the place or even doing a guided meditation. What is the guided meditation? Is again words. Again the mind hooks on to words of Gurudev. Yeah? Then again it can go anywhere. No? So initially it's okay. You don't know how to meditate. You start with guided meditation. But as you progress on the path, it is more of the silent meditation, going within, yeah, dropping supports. And a guided meditation by Gurudev or a teacher is also an external support which I have to drop. Yeah? Just going deeper within, not thinking, but just focus on the breath, simple natural breath. You have completed your Kriya. Just focus on the breath coming in and out and in and out and in and out. And just focus on how the mind has come to a still. See how the body is still. Take a vow. I will not move. If I am sitting like this for the next 1 hour, I am going to sit like this. Yeah, that's what Buddha did. Yeah, he sat absolutely still and just observed the natural breath. He did not even change the rhythm of his breath. Just observe, observe, observe the breath. Slowly, slowly you will start observing your whole body. We do Yoga Nidra, no? Start observing each part of the body. You will start realizing many things about your own body. It's really beautiful. Silent meditation is the way. Guruji is teaching you these techniques so that you learn to go into silent meditation. So see that you work towards it. Just by reading, the spandan is not going to stop happening. In fact, the spandan increases quite a lot because you start the path. Yeah, first of all, so when you're not on the path, you're lost in this Maya. You're enjoying the Maya. You've not even learned to meditate. But the moment you start understanding your own self and you start understanding, oh, I've been lost in this world through the 5 senses and I have these cravings, I have these aversions, oh my God, I'm attached to this, I'm attached to that. I didn't realize these attachments are creating all these negative emotions in my life. And now these negative emotions are creating karma. Oh, the whole thing creates a volcano inside you. If that volcano has happened, pat yourself on the back. You've passed the first milestone on the spiritual path. Yes? And after that volcano keeps erupting, it does erupt for quite some time. Yeah, and you go deeper and deeper. That thirst to be in knowledge more increases. That is what is the spiritual journey really about. Going deeper into the spiritual knowledge. And when you go deeper and deeper, you start understanding the importance of going within. Yeah? And staying away from the things that I was attached in, because now I understand that is where I created karma. Yes? This natural withdrawal from the external to the internal is the second milestone. You see, have you crossed this? Has that natural thirst arisen within? Yeah? It's a natural dispassion that happens on the path. A withdrawal from the external to the internal. And then you start meditating. You want to meditate. You're not meditating because somebody has said something to you. But you start meditating because it feels very natural. It feels incomplete without meditating. Yeah? And then, because you are meditating, it pulls you more onto the path of knowledge, and that's where your thirst of knowledge becomes deeper and deeper. Now you really want to understand what is the truth. That is the third milestone. Where you really want to understand what is the truth. By now you have figured out, oh, this body is not the truth, it's going to die. That body that I am attached to, that is also going to die. Everything is temporary. Everything is temporary. This starts setting in as an established understanding. Not just an intellectual, very nice words, very nice philosophy. No. I'm talking about an understanding happening. When that understanding comes, that is the fourth milestone. That is a point from where you will never return back now. Till these three milestones, you could have returned back. You could have gotten lost again in the Maya. But once you come to this point where you see, oh, all this is temporary. Everything, every damn thing I'm running after is temporary. Whether it is a person, whether it is a situation, whether it is money, house, whether it is family, whatever. Small little things in life, whatever it is temporary. It is going to end. Have you reached this milestone? Ask yourself this question. Everything is temporary. Everything is temporary. Once you reach here, once your understanding is firm here, then the spandan of Rajas and Tamas does not last very long. What is the meaning of very long? There are three gradations of how long an attachment or Rajas or Tamas will last in you. Rajas and Tamas is also attachment only. There is lot of anger, it is Rajas. Lot of jealousy, it is Rajas. Lot of depression, sadness, it is Tamas. Are you getting it? Now there are three gradations how long these will last in you. This you will start observing only after you reach the fourth milestone of everything is temporary. First gradation is when I get angry or when I'm jealous or greedy or hateful. If I hold on to this craving or aversion very strongly and I'm not ready to let go of it, it can become like a strong line on stone. What is that called? Etched in stone. Means it cannot be removed very easily. This is one of the strong sanchita karmas that you will create that will take you to your next lifetime. Third, this is the third gradation. The second gradation is which one? Where, for example, you're on the beach, you make a line on the sand. It stays for a few days, till the wind blows the sand away. That is the second gradation of how long your anger, hatred, whatever will last, or the impression of that will last. And the first one is like just a line on water. Comes and it goes like that. Now when you come to this fourth milestone, you will start recognizing, this is how long my anger lasts. Or if I'm jealous of somebody possessing something, this just lasts like a line on water and it's gone the moment that person is gone. So you start noticing these things within you. This means the spandan has reduced. These are the gradations of spandan within you. Now This means the spandan has started reducing. The movement of prana or the vibration is not like continuously vibrating. For example, if you hate somebody, bring to your mind the person you hate the most in this whole world. Or you're very, very angry with this person and it has been years and you have not been able to let go of that negativity towards that person. That is like etched on stone. Now bring to your mind somebody who, you're not so angry with, but somebody you're just disappointed and disgusting person. This is the way to behave in public? So stupid. Doesn't know how to talk, does not know how to walk. Yeah? When you see this person, you're just annoyed at that moment.
Everything points to me here.
No, come on, where are you in the picture? Yeah? But once the person is gone, it's gone from your mind. Yeah? But whenever the person comes to your mind, the emotion comes up. This is the second kind, the one which is in sand. And simple little anger you have. Sometimes you see a little kid playing, you get angry that he's just trying to play with fire. Hey, stop doing that. For a moment you were angry and then it just went away. Got it? The 3 gradations of spandan. Guys, this is an extension of page 206 only. So this spandan has different gradations. Homework number 1 for you. Recognize out of these 3 gradations, where are you predominantly? Is your anger like a line on water or a line on sand, or is it etched in stone? Absolutely. Where an awareness starts coming. A proper awareness of this is all temporary. That natural awareness is very important. Not in words. Not because Guruji says it or Ekta says it. An understanding from within. Boss, everything is so ephemeral. It is changing. I am unnecessarily getting attached to this. I see myself getting attached to it, running after it, wanting it, craving for it, and after having achieved it, I realize, oh, I'm not into it so much. What was all that craziness, that feverishness about it? So funny, so silly. And now I start living life, oh, let me not get attached to this, oh, let me not get attached to this. First it is, you're reminding yourself, slowly it becomes your nature. You recognize everything is temporary anyways. What is there to worry about?
But that could be construed in a different way too, right? When you say that, you run behind something. I'm utilizing it in a QnA session. Expecting or questions. The little mind is coming up with excuses. Let's say Ekta is saying you will run behind people, situations, things, and at the end there will be only frustration.
Absolutely. See, again, it's a natural maturity. It's not that materialistic people out there who are not into spirituality at all don't realize. They also make mistakes. They also realize, oh, unnecessarily I was running into it. But they do not have the tools to be able to resist the clutches of Maya. You have the tools. You have Sudarshan Kriya, you have so many meditation techniques, and you have the scriptures, the scriptural knowledge. These tools again and again remind you that there is lot of Maya, and you are again getting caught up in the same Maya. Again and again, application of these tools trains the mind. It's like a little child. One day the child learns. Yeah, it's just that. It's developing the mind to a natural maturity where this spandan, which is causing all this to happen, reduces. Naturally reduces, not intellectually. That is all nonsense. Yeah, to begin with, intellectual is good. But if you do not practice, you will be lost. Yeah, I just completed till 4th milestone. Yeah, we have to go beyond also. Yeah. When you go beyond that, you start recognizing that I am not I, the word I. I am not what I think I am. This is the realization of the truth. Yes? Word I that I keep using, I use
Can
it.
you repeat it?
I am not what I think I am. Yeah? Means basically I keep repeating to the world that I want this, I don't want this. This is my house. I and mine I refer to as that which belongs to this body. Yes? I suddenly start realizing I am not this body. And that which belongs to this body is not mine. Yes? This is the strongest spandan, that of the ego. Yeah? This is the last spandan, which when this drops away, it is that, whatever, the vibration in your prana or the movement of the prana completely ceases. That is where the real stillness of prana happens, and you reach the complete state of sattva, the highest state of sattva. That's where you can realize the last milestone. That's where you realize that everything external is dukkha, is misery. Even if it is $1 million house, $1 million car, the most beautiful diamonds, the most lovely relationships, everything external is dukkha. That's like the final realization. And what does that final realization do? Yes, what is the real Vairagya from? What is the last straw? No, that is so in the first few milestones only I have let go. In the first few milestones I have let go first of Vitteshna, which is money. The Eshna to get more wealth, money, material. Yeah. Then slowly I let go of Lokeshna also, what other people say, what other people think of me. Yeah. By the time you come to the 5th And sixth milestone, you have let go of Putreshna also. Putreshna is my child. Yeah, people are very attached to the child. They can let go of everything in the world but their own child. Yeah, the last Eshna, at the last milestone that goes away is even Jeeveshna. That wanting to come back into body is there in you. That desire is there. And that also completely drops off with the realization that everything is just dukkha. Once that is done, job is done. There is no more coming back. That is moksha. Got it? You understood what is Spandan now? Yeah. And Spandan very beautifully he also describes later. We'll do ahead how actually it is manifested.
Vibration?
No, auntie. That's what I have just been talking about Spandan only. Spandan is not vibration in body or anything. It is this restlessness in you. To want this, to want that. That feverishness in you is created by the prana. The prana has a Spandan that creates the feverishness in the mind, and this feverishness in the mind feeds the Spandan in the prana. So it becomes a vicious cycle, one feeding into the other, and that one feeding into the other keeps going on and on. Yeah? So now how to cut that off? All these techniques were given. Got it? And then I explained to you what really Spandan is. Yeah? When you're devoid of complete Spandan, you're in Sattva. Yeah? When it is total agitation of Spandan, it is Rajas. And when there's dullness of this Spandan, it is Tamas. Yeah? And Spandan is nothing but the lack of peace in you is Spandan. Yeah? He calls it movement of prana. Some people call it vibration. But it's better to understand the Sanskrit term itself rather than understanding translation. Here?
Venkat, your turn to ask question now.
Venkat has a question?
Yes, I do. When I see this one, cessation of all mental conditioning through meditation on the space of heart center. It's like when we had a last session, it was heart is not a physical heart. What is that? I couldn't get that.
Okay. In the Upanishads, I know you did it almost 2 years ago now, but in the Upanishads, Guruji has said, if you don't remember, he said we have two hearts. One is the physical heart and one is the heart of the subtle body. So in the previous session, you remember the slides, the video, right? In which you have the pranic body, you have the nadis going through the body. Remember the pranic body? Yes, and you remember the picture of the physical body? Yeah, the physical heart you already know is in the physical body. The subtle body or the pranic body also has its own heart. Yeah? That comprises with the center of your chest. It's almost the center of your chest. Yes, that's the heart chakra. Yes.
Heart chakra is the center of your chest of your physical body. That's what you would say now.
I would say the heart chakra belongs to the pranic body, and the heart chakra coincides with the center of your chest of the physical body. Clear? So it is basically where most of the nadis meet at the center in the chest area. That is the heart chakra. It is the heart of the subtle body. And if you remember, Guruji said in Kathopanishad, the causal body lies in the heart of the subtle body. Remember the causal body? Yeah. So that lies in the heart of the pranic or the subtle body. So that is what exactly you are supposed to meditate upon. That heart center or the heart chakra. Clear? Did that answer your question?
Yes, I got it.
Any other question, guys?
Since we are question and answers, I want to ask about all these techniques, these different techniques. So what do you suggest? Like, we experiment each one and see which one is naturally working for you and decide, or like just go what you already know?
No. You must experiment. Don't stop at what you know already. Yeah? So there's so many, you just, whatever, experiment with different techniques. That is why Guruji has told us, no? He's given us Hari Om meditation in which we go to each chakra also. There's so many different given by Gurudev. Yeah? So, experiment. Yes, Auntie, you were saying something?
Sahaj meditation is one of the kind. That's what she is saying.
Yes. Sahaj is one of the kinds. Yes. Yeah. So there are different techniques you must try out. You don't know which works for you. Yes. Even just simply sitting with your eyes closed and just observing your breath and being so focused on the breath, not getting carried away with the mind. Yeah, that is also one of the practices that you can do. Just observe the breath, nothing else. You don't have to do anything else. But you have to be 100% focused on the breath. The mind should not take me away. Otherwise the mind starts, this happened, that happened, this happened, Mitesh said this, then I said this, then Mitesh said this, blah blah blah, and gone. No focus on the breath only. Again and again bringing the attention back to the breath. Recognizing that the one who is observing the breath is not the mind. The mind is separate. It's like a radio going on in the background. I am the Purusha and I am just being a Sakshi or a witness to the breath going in and going out and going in and going out. Or if you like the gap, then going in and then stop at the gap, and then going out and then stop at the gap. Just observing, being very diligent in your observation, being a true Sakshi will reveal a lot of things, lot of secrets about the breath and what this breath does to you, what sensations happen, what really the breath is. Don't hold for too long. How much ever long you can manage holding, only that much long you hold. And again then you breathe in and then you hold inside. How much ever long you can hold. But see that your focus is 100% on the gap. Not chattering and thinking about what uncle said to me and what that one said and what this one said. Focus 100% on the breath. Yeah, being a Sakshi, just to your breath can take you there. Yeah.
I practice the gap, and I feel like same like she said, like you like a few seconds of breathlessness. Then actually when you take the breath again and few rounds of it, it is getting more relaxed, so faster than regular breaths. Like regular deep breath and hold it and release it. So this one is more faster getting to the relaxed mode, and that's what I see the difference.
Yeah, yeah. You should do this. Yeah. So you should experiment different things. Whatever brings that complete stillness and Sakshi bhav in you is the way to go. Yeah. Okay, all good.
Just getting attached to the Sudarshan Kriya is another attachment.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Right, yeah.
Yes, it is. Getting attached to any technique is again another raga. Getting attached to the Guru is a raga. And getting attached to a scripture is a raga. Yeah? Not getting attached to anything. These are all my tools. These tools are there for me to get dispassionate and move away from raga dvesha, not to create new raga in life. Yes. So should we read one page?
Yes.
Okay. Who'll start? Page 207.
I can start. Rama asked, Lord, what is the heart that is spoken of by you? Vasistha continued, O Rama, two aspects of the heart are spoken of here. One is acceptable and the other is to be ignored. The heart that is part of this physical body and is located in one part of the body may be ignored. The heart which is acceptable is of the nature of pure consciousness. It is both inside and outside, and it is neither inside nor outside. That is the principal heart. In it is reflected everything which is in the universe, and in it is the treasure house of all wealth. Consciousness alone is the heart of all beings, not the piece of flesh which people call the heart. Hence, if the mind, freed of all conditioning, is gathered into pure consciousness, the movement of prana is restrained. By any one of these methods, propounded by the various teachers, the movement of prana can be restrained. These yoga methods, which bring about the desired results if they are practiced without violence or force. When one is firmly established in such practice with simultaneous growth in dispassion, and when the mental conditioning comes under perfect restraint, there is fruition of the restraint of the movement of prana. During the practice, one may use as a focus of attention the eyebrow center, the palate, the tip of the nose, or the top of the head, 12 inches from the nose. Thus the prana will be restrained. Again, if by steady and persistent practice, the tip of the tongue can touch the uvula, the movement of prana will be restricted. Surely all these practices appear to be distractions, but by the steady practice one reaches the absence of distractions. It is only by such steady practice that one is free from sorrow and experiences the bliss of the self. Hence, practice yoga. When through practice the movement of prana is restrained, then nirvana or liberation alone remains. In it is all. From it is all. It is all. It is everywhere. In it this world appearance is not, nor is this from it, nor is the world appearance like it. He who is firmly established in it is liberated while living. He whose mind is firmly established in things through the practice of yoga has the right vision of the truth. To see that the Supreme Self is without beginning and without end, and that these countless objects are in fact the Self and no other
first paragraph I already explained to you. Yeah? The heart of the subtle body is the actual heart. That is where the causal body resides. And causal body is nothing but pure consciousness. And you must meditate on that, O Rama, is what Vasistha is telling him. Yes. And once you learn to really be established in that pure consciousness or that heart, then the movement of prana is restrained. Second paragraph, he just says by using one of these methods which are given, the movement can be restrained. When you are 100% established in one of these practices, yeah, not doing them mechanically. Many of you do your Sudarshan Kriya daily. You don't miss even a single day. But if you're doing it really mechanically, just breathing in and breathing out, but the mind is going on and on and on, there is no focus on the breath, yeah, then you're not established in the practice. Got it? The focus should be there 100% on the breath. Completely witnessing the breath, witnessing what is happening in the mind, not getting involved in the mind. Witnessing what is happening in the body, not getting angry at what is happening or disappointed or frustrated if there is pain in the body, there is discomfort in the body, not getting involved in that. Observing it, whatever is happening in this body-mind complex, just being a sakshi to it. That is the meaning of being established in the practice. That is what is said in the second paragraph. Third paragraph, again, a few of the techniques that we did last week, again, they are given here. Yeah. Focusing on the Agnya Chakra is given here, or the palate, or the tip of the nose, yeah, top of the head. We've done all these in Hari Om meditation. Doing this, prana will be restrained. Or you can touch the tip of the tongue to the uvula. This was also shown in the slide last week. Yeah. You have to just do their steady practice. And only by steady practice can the prana be restrained. And when through the practice the movement of prana is restrained, then nirvana or liberation alone remains. I explained to you different milestones. Yeah, the last is Jiveshana. That also goes away. Yes, that spandan also goes away. Prana gets restrained, and that's how you reach moksha or nirvana or liberation. In it is all. In what is all? In nirvana or liberation. From it is all. It is all. It is everywhere. He's talking about the Brahman consciousness. In it, this world appearance is not, nor is this from it. Yeah? So nicely he confuses you, no? In it, this world appearance is not. Basically, he's saying that whatever is in this world appearance, yeah, it just appears. It is not there. Yeah? This body does not exist. This whiteboard does not exist. The window does not exist. The wall does not exist. Nor is this from it. Means the Brahman or the consciousness is not from these things. Nor is the world appearance like it. You cannot say Prakriti is like the Brahman. No. Yeah? Because the Prakriti does not exist. He's saying it is all an illusion. He who is firmly established in it is liberated while living. Yeah? Once you are established in that pure consciousness, you are liberated while living. You become a Jivan Mukta. He whose mind is firmly established in peace through the practice of yoga has the right vision of the truth. And what is the truth? Everything is changing, everything is temporary. Nothing is permanent. Nothing is permanent. Yeah? Not even this I that I keep doing is permanent. Nothing. I is not permanent, so Maya is also not permanent. Yeah? Everything that appears in this world is just illusionary, it is dukkha. This is the right vision of the truth. Yeah? To see that Supreme Self is without beginning and without end, and these countless objects are in fact the Self and no other, is the right vision. Yes, that means only Brahman consciousness exists like the ocean. Yes. From the beginning to the end, really there is nothing else. This world appearance is just an illusion. Once you can just see that they rise and they fall like waves, yeah, and they are temporary, this is the right vision. Erroneous vision leads to rebirth. And what is erroneous vision? Thinking, oh, this is permanent, oh, this is mine, I want this, oh, I don't want this, I don't want this. This is because of erroneous vision. Raga and Dvesha is erroneous vision. They lead to rebirth. Right vision ends rebirth. In it, there is no subject-object or knower-knowable relationship. For the self, consciousness is the knower, it is the knowledge and the knowable too. Yeah? There is nothing like a wave, only water exists. Yeah? The wave is of water, the ripple is water, the foam is water. Yeah? Everything, all these little things that think they have an identity are nothing but the water. Yeah? Just like that, only pure consciousness is there. Nothing else exists. The division is ignorance. When this is directly seen, there is neither bondage nor liberation. When the sage rests in his own self, with his intelligence firmly established in the inner self, what pleasures can bind him in this world? Yeah? So you become firmly established in that. Yes? Go beyond all those milestones. Drop that last straw of Jivishna even. Then there is no rebirth. Then you reach Nirvana, Moksha. Yeah. Homework number 2. What are you still stuck on in this world? What are your obstacles to enlightenment? Whatever you are stuck to in this world is all your obstacles. Yeah? Recognize your obstacles to enlightenment. What is that which is causing the spandan in you? That which is causing the spandan in you is your obstacle. As simple as that. All good? Should I give you homework? Will you read one page next week? Just one page, 208. Yeah? You read 208, then we will start with 209, which is Vitha Havya's story. We'll start that. Yeah? So homework, only one page, read 208. And everybody must do homework, huh? I will not read that page next week. Okay? Sure. Any questions? All set? I'll see you next week. Jai Gurudev.